Welcome everybody back to the Shadow of Israphel podcast. It's episode 11. That's the double finger they call it, famously. And we're here. Yep. We're all here except for Wirt, who has a big X over his face, so he couldn't be here.
Israphel got him.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if everything goes right, we should have a visual aid now. I'm sorry, commenter who suggested this that I just ignored because I wasn't sure if we could do it.
For 9 episodes.
Listen, I've debated how much I should be interacting with comments, especially since it's like a lot of people and I'm the only one who can interact with them. But fucking.
This is a good idea, though.
Yeah, it's a really great idea. I was just, that sounds complicated, and then my friends were like, it's not complicated at all, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Super easy. Barely
with any luck, we should be funny little beans on your screen that light up when we talk now.
We're little guys.
Yeah.
Episode 10, if you haven't figured out who is who by now, here you go. Or if you just want to be mesmerized by the visuals. If you want to put this on mute and just watch, that's cool too.
Baby sensory video.
That's right. Put me in front of your son right now.
In front of your son. Don't. This is not for children. This is not TV.
It really isn't.
Do not show this podcast to your children.
Unless you mute it.
Shut up, Israphel, which is definitely safe for kids.
Unless you mute it and put it. In front of your baby.
Yeah, they're definitely Yogscast always known for the child-friendly content in there.
I remember there was something about these episodes that I'm sure we're gonna get to talking about.
It's part 20. We're in part 20 of their original Minecraft Let's Play series. We're fresh off a bit of a Israphel moment. There was a spike in interloper activity, but this is the cool down. This is the lowest point in views we've seen so far. We've dipped below 3 million to 2.9, which is of course a shitload of people still, but it's funny that Lewis's shitty staircase is so bad that it has supposedly driven hundreds of thousands of people away.
His terrible switchback stairs.
That's the title of this episode. Part 20, Terrible Switchback Stairs.
Literally, my very first note is the world's shittest stairs.
Simon accuses him of such a thing, building such a thing.
Why are they so cruel to Lewis with this title and description of the video also?
Right, the description's also calling him out for his shitty stairs. I gotta say,
stairs.
I was mean to Lewis, but there, he's taken Simon's advice, even though he was like complaining. Like he has installed the like appropriate stops and like little cubbies at the ends of every stair. He's tried to make it look better, but anyway, the intro plays, and I instantly noticed this is not where we left off. Like we've skipped ahead a lot of time, and they're at the top of their roof now. The roof, I should say, in quotes. They're at the top of the staircase on the mountain that overlooks their house.
Yeah.
Lewis has tentatively completed his in-progress switchback stairs. He says, it's a rough staircase. That's not bad, is it? Simon purposefully pauses for a length of time. It's lovely.
It's so nice. I accidentally said lice instead of nice, oh no. It's so lice.
It's so filled with lice.
Lice.
Lewis wishes they made it out of cooked stone in the first place instead of cobblestone, which probably would have meshed better. Though you can't make cooked stone stairs, so he would have kind of been fucked.
Yeah.
Either way at this point in the game. You can only make cobblestone stairs and wooden stairs at this point. I'm pretty sure that's like your two options. Maybe brick stairs, I think. Limited. Very limited compared to what we have today in the business. Now, like, every single fucking thing you can think of has a stair.
Yeah. I was actually gonna mention, it's just, and I know, like, this isn't the first time we've stared around, so I don't want to act like this is really also surprising. But it is interesting. Just, like, the presence of stairs. I don't know why, but I guess it is the quantity of stairs I associate with modern Minecraft. It's interesting to see stairs all about in this realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's humble beginnings for stairs.
And in this era.
In this era of all things, Simon is trying to shove him off the edge as he's speaking, like silently, not mentioning it.
For the funny.
There's a huge cloud that passes over them, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, the cloud level used to be so low.
Oh yeah, the cloud's
now, of course,
careening towards them.
It's increased the build height like crazy in the years since in Minecraft. They've like gone crazy with it, and like the cloud height has gone up too with it, I'm pretty sure. I remember building a base that would get clouds in it like all the time. And it was, that was just part of mountain living in Minecraft for a while. I suppose it still is in some ways for some people who were willing to build crazy fucking high. I don't know if my mountain in our survival world like goes to cloud level even. I don't know. I don't remember passing through a cloud, so Jesus, it must be really high up now.
Yeah.
Because that mountain is a enormous structure.
I like the phrasing of getting clouds in your base. Like, you have to go out every day and clean them out.
Vacuum them. It's like dust. It's a real fucking pain.
Yeah.
Especially the 3D clouds. If you got the fancy clouds on, you're like swimming. It's like those scenes in Scooby-Doo where he'd like cut off like a steak made of smoke and like eat it.
Yeah.
Lewis likes
the
them.
world used to be so small and cute.
He's so cute.
They've discovered the crater formed by Israphel's TNT when he blew it up on their roof to signal his arrival. Which, you remember from the episode where Israphel made his debut. There was a big boom. Like, he just set off some TNT to just, like, announce his dramatic arrival. It was basically like a thunder crack. You just made a dramatic thunder noise.
The scary.
Though neither identifies or comments on this. Instead, Simon finds that their back door has the weird same, like, open roof structure as, like, their main place does. It's, like, two of them right next to each other. These sort of, like, calderas, almost. It's like these pits in the mountains. That just... very weird generation.
It's interesting.
And Simon says, this is weird, sort of... Whoa! And Simon falls. Oof! And,
Just two guys who live in two different holes.
Paranoid Lewis is whipping his head around. He sees some sort of structure in the hill besides theirs. He spots something, a stone and a torch.
Ooh.
I can see like a torch. I think I might have found something, unless you put a torch up over there, which I'm pretty sure you didn't. The sleepy tone of voice and telling Simon, like, you're gonna want to see this, is very arg to me. It feels the most it's ever gotten. It feels like I'm watching found footage. It's like,
chainmail chasers.
Sure you didn't
My Yog footage.
put it there.
My Yog footage.
Simon asks, are you sure it's not a yellow flower? But sure enough, they go over, and it isn't a yellow flower. It's a clay house.
Yeah.
Raw clay.
Yeah.
Not bricks, just clay.
It's Hero Brian's hovel.
Brian.
Also, I'm gonna be so honest. I didn't know that clay was this early on in the game. But then again, if it wasn't, then Inspector Gadget wouldn't have a fun time playing the game because there would be no way to make brown bricks.
I think Inspector Gadget is treating just like any block as a brick. I think he's talking about like dirt. I think he's building the dirt house. That's as far as he got in the game.
Aww.
It's very weird to see just raw clay used in construction.
Yeah,
because it's a very strange substance.
This is the most like liminal build on this whole like place of theirs. This is the most like strange and like unnatural construction they've had. It's also full of trees. It's a clay house with like cobblestone floor, like a path leading up to it with these little like pillars, like torches on them, and it's got just oak trees growing inside the house. It's very, very strange.
It gives me like the impression of like a house that has just begun to be built, but has like not really been through everything, or like a house that has been so weathered over time that it's
very liminal,
basically almost gone. It's just the bones of a house.
Weird ass theremin hit.
Simon's ominous tune.
It's very, very weird. It's almost garden-like, I guess. It's very dramatic. in a very dramatic and almost crying voice, Simon says, "Who is this guy? Why is he here? Why is he building these things? What's going on?" This is completely silent throughout it all.
I love Simon's beautiful songs.
What were they doing down
What
here?
are they doing up here?
God, such a weird build. Very fascinating build. There was an interesting comment about it that gets into something that, like, I probably shouldn't talk about. I've not been talking about things like, foreshadowing, like anything explicit, but one person makes this claim that I don't know if it's true, and I don't know if we'll ever learn if it's true, because I'm kind of 50-50 on even watching this series, but one person points out, they allege in this YouTube comment that this weird clay house has the exact same structure as the house they build in their Survival Island series, which happens after this. Which is very freaky as an idea. How weird is that?
That's
really
scary.
weird.
I don't know.
That's so... Yeah, I don't know. Little sidebar. I'm not sure if we'll watch Survival Island. It's not that long, but...
It doesn't
like,
really...
in terms of the relevance, there's really only a little... I can't get much into the details of it, but there's only really, like, a couple episodes that, like, fit within this larger structure of, like, their Minecraft arc. It really, like, it wouldn't really be that... I just don't know how interesting it would be. It would kind of feed into Birch's desire to see old adventure maps, because, like, the Survival Island was, like, a challenge map, apparently. Like, it was constructed by a single man.
Man.
It was, like, back then they didn't have Skyblock, they just had, like, island block. You're on an island, you're on deserted island, deal with it. You had one tree, had to figure it out. And, like... I don't know. People seem to have, like, fond memories of it, I guess, but whatever. Anyway, this weird house. Weird.
Weird house.
Very weird.
Before we leave this weird... Are we leaving this weird house? I assume
No, there's more. There's a little more.
Okay.
Because Lewis says, we could leave him a message, like a calling card or something. And he breaks a torch off a block of clay and goes, "Shit, I don't want to desecrate his temple, actually." Whatever the fuck it is.
Simon
So, like, burning the whole place down and destroying it would be bad. Lewis does not want to incur his wrath.
Me when I
Now we're
incur
leaving
his
the
wrath.
Now we're...
Lewis is afraid that them cheating, aka him cheating at the pyramid,
Yeah,
has
that
maybe been the
conversation.
thing that has incurred Israphel's wrath.
Of course.
I have a
Like,
few
what
things
did you have
to
to
say
say
on this.
about this house or this world that we're in?
What's your
I
things
have
to
a
say?
few things to say about this. For one, Lewis, during this exchange, I forget exactly when, gives probably the most exasperated sigh I've ever heard a person do. And it's, like, so undeserving that it just has stuck in my mind like a nail. And it's just...
I think we didn't even note down an exasperated sigh. I don't remember.
It's like...
this.
Well, I don't think it... Maybe it wasn't an exasperated sigh, but it was like a... or a... Yeah... And I just noted down, like,
one of his,
exasperation.
like, his scared, like...
That might have been it, honestly. But
blowing it out. He's so... Lewis is so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Lewis noise.
Oh god, it's bad. I don't... Listen, we're doing this sort of, like, objectively from a lens of art and culture.
Yeah.
And of course we'll get attached to our subjects a little bit. But because of this fucking series, I've been getting Yogscast, like, compilation recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
And there's just this... And just... I mean, I've showed you guys the videos of, like, Lewis on the Jingle Jam streams just talk about Funko Pops.
Yeah,
They're trying to talk about his, like, his, like, groundbreaking video series that, like, inspires so many people. He's like, there's a Ronald Reagan Funko Pop. It's... Okay. He's just so... This guy's crazy.
There is a Lewis moment that will never leave my mind, and it's such a departure from the Lewis that we know and see in Shadow, in at least this part of Shadow of Israphel.
Yeah, the Funko Pop Lewis is like he's like snapped. He's gone crazy by that point.
I'm thinking of his snap specifically. You might know it, Gina. The oil incident. I don't know.
Yes, I gotta watch that. I think I got an animation recommended to me
It's
of
so
that
good.
moment. Oh man, I don't know. Yogscast might have been happening at that point, and that was definitely like sussy Lewis. That was like
Yeah.
definitely he's gone kind of insane already. But like Lewis truly entered a dark. I think I remember arguing with Duncan and Simon, crying like a child of divorce, arguing about getting like oil in Minecraft. Get the
Scary.
fucking oil in your hands. Put the oil in your hands and just walk back.
Scoop it up with your hands and I'll shove it up my ass, and then we'll go to
Shove it up my
space.
ass. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, let's return back to 2010 for a
Yes,
second.
yes.
Lewis would never say that to anyone.
Lewis would never say
Yeah.
this.
And I
Oil doesn't exist in Minecraft. How
Yes,
could he?
he's theorizing that he's like we can't cheat the pyramid, and Simon's like, did we? Because he didn't. He did not. Lewis mentions he knocked a few bricks out the wall. Simon's like, and by we mean you mean you. Lewis adds even more to say he did cheat to get Simon's bucket back, and Simon's like aghast. He's like, what? Why are you cheating all the time? Simon Honeydew, fierce anti-cheater. He would never
He would never.
stand for any of this. So he's thinking that maybe the Israphel's attacking them because they didn't play his game right. They cheated in
This
it.
is Jigsaw.
I have a question.
Fucking...
What's your question?
Well, it's a question and a note I had. It's possible that I did genuinely miss this. So obviously there may be a bit of scripting going on. I don't want to say either way, but if there is, I'd just like to know why would Lewis come to the conclusion that, like, I don't know. It's just like the fact that it's the cheating. It just feels like it feels very, very scripted to me. Is all. That's all.
Very scripted. I mean, he's just grasping at like what reason does this random guy have to attack them? Maybe he's talking about incurring his wrath by messing with his build, and then he realizes, if he's the guy who built the pyramid, maybe messing with that build made him angry. Because maybe Israphel doesn't even need to know about the cheating specifically, but like it's just the fact that he removes blocks. He griefed. Lewis is a griefer.
Lewis griefed.
That's
He griefed
fucked up.
first. He griefed first.
He griefed first. The TNT trap was just defending himself.
You know what? This is a perspective I didn't consider. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is that last time. Maybe we're the interlopers. What if? Oh man. So Lewis asks Simon if he reckons there's even more like shit in their world like this. Simon says it's probably weird shit everywhere. Lewis is thankful they haven't been blown up today, at least.
I would be
That's good.
thankful as well. We have a long fade to black.
Yeah, it's a fade transition as they go back to their base for some fucking reason. Lewis is now building his stairs into actual cobblestone stairs. And I note down, wow, he's so impressive!
He's so impressive.
They're
Oh,
not
But there
terrible.
are monsters on the hill that he climbs up, because there's still no roof, there's still no like floor that has been installed to protect them at all, and they
Yeah.
haven't lit up the top of the mountain at all or cleared it out at all. So
Every
Ooh,
creature of the night is there to hurt them.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a creeper falls down towards Simon in the base.
Before the fade transition, I completely forgot that we had like zoomed right over this, but I had a note right before it that was, it feels like sunrise just happened. How is it already getting darker? Oh yeah, it's because I accidentally started watching the wrong episodes and started watching the ones from last time. I was just like,
Wow.
how is it already nighttime? They just woke up. No, they didn't. You're watching the wrong episodes, Turnip.
You traveled back in time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
I
think you
didn't.
did say something at the beginning of this that made me go, that was not this episode.
Yeah.
You didn't
So
say that
after
this time.
after the fade transition, my notes are, oh boy, real stairs. Oh god, creatures raining down upon him.
There's so many That creeper died of fall damage, thankfully, unlike that other one that fell and somehow inexplicably survived a few episodes ago. Luis is on 1.5 heart. He didn't say it, I said it, though.
1.5 heart!
Well, I was just working on the stairs and stuff just happened. Bad stuff. Beautiful Minecraft music is playing.
Oh, the music's...
Looks like it's getting brighter. I realized that the fade transition has been a skip of nighttime, basically. The stairs are looking a little better. Because he's made the alcoves that Simon told him to make on every stair. Old skeleton hurt noises as they're dueling and fighting them. They're a lot more woody sounding than the new ones. I feel like the new ones are much...
Sounds like a marimba.
There's something beefier about them. A creeper in the tree is perfectly staring down at Luis. Luis is whispering. It's like, another one right there. I thought for sure he was gonna see fucking Israphel staring at him in the tree.
I'm sure there is a mod, not only for the I guess the what the heck is the word for it? The voice chat where it gets quieter when you go further away. I'm sure there's an extension for that where the monsters in the world can hear you, therefore making shit like the Warden 10 times scarier.
That sounds awesome.
The Warden's whole deal. The Warden's the only one who can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. No one else can.
No one else got you.
Terrifying.
You see the skills?
They don't. They really don't. They're just blockheads.
But I don't know, a creeper with its back turned to
blockheads.
you, being able to turn around and hone to you because it heard you.
That would be cool.
Simon goes, "Oh God, Lewis!" And Lewis comes down the stairs to see a skeleman was on the stairs, below them somehow, below Lewis and above Simon. Somehow there was a skeleton there. And then Simon's, after they dispatch it, he says, "I got something for you," and it's a bow. He's crafted a bow.
Hell yeah!
Now they can finish the fight. He shoots to try and hit the creeper in the face to demonstrate the power of ranged combat. It's a cool show of power. I think it's perfect timing that they had a ranged enemy to fight. Because bows with creepers is the ideal way to fight them, obviously. There's no risk.
And Simon's
he
a
knocks
crack
out the
shot.
tree and then has to approach it. They're above it. They're the creeper is in kind of a hole next to the wall of the tower, and he just executes it at the top of the skull and the spider.
I don't remember. Well, first of all, thank God these guys have good aim. For some reason, I was so ready for them to just be so balls at this. But right before he starts shooting him, I don't remember what the thing was, but Simon said something along the lines of, "No, you haven't, have you?" And I was like, that's so saucy. Why would you say it like that?
He's quite a cheeky guy, that Simon. Simon also says, "I feel fucking nails."
That's bad, dude. See a doctor.
Tough as nails. He kills a friendly daytime spider for sport. So you used the string that was in our bank. Bank again from Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis asks, "Did you kill the other creeper that was in the tree?" Because there were 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Simon says, "I'm killing everything." He did not kill the creeper. He runs up to Lewis and it hisses, but he punches it back with a mushroom.
And then he throws a shovel at it.
And they go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Simon walks straight past the hole it fell in without seeing it somehow. And Lewis goes, "What right there, down there. Lewis is making all sorts of noises in these episodes. I noticed it was a running
Sound
theme.
of Yogscast.
Simon is so funny in how if he doesn't see something, he just goes to Lewis "What's wrong with you?" And then he sees it and he goes, "Oh!" He executes the creeper. Lewis says, "Owned, bitch." Simon says, "Little cunts."
I swear I do not remember hearing that.
Okay, he said, "The little cunts, aren't they?" He says that. He calls them little cunts. He doesn't just say it. Awesome. There's another one, though. It's another one.
So
And Lewis goes, in the tree, blends in with the tree. Simon, look there.
The bow makes so many noises.
Somehow more scared. That other stuff was This is in the cave. Lewis was experiencing terror. This is Lewis experiencing horror.
Yeah.
It's a nuanced scale. Okay, they decide that they've got to clear off this fucking area and get some torches up, because this is just untenable.
It's just like, finally you realize you have to light something up.
You're so exhausted from the trials and tribulations. Lewis thought it would be an easy thing to secure, but then he gets distracted as he discovers a snowball.
Yeah,
He picks it up and instantly turns to throw it at Simon.
These men with such low constitution that they need to lay down after experiencing Creeper.
Funny, they're so immersed in the world. It's like... It's almost like a job to do all that. It's hard concentration.
He was...
The throwing sound effect is so fucking weird in the old Minecraft. It sounds like Lewis is throwing and breaks the sound barrier or something. It's crazy.
He's so serious, but then he sees the snowball and it's like a switch. He has childlike delight as he goes, a snowball. And he goes to pick it up
And then he throws
so
it at his friend.
to throw it merrily at his friend.
Simon warns him they actually do damage after he throws it. I think he missed, though. Simon says, watch your fucking back, son, because I've got a bow and arrow, which I think is more powerful than fucking snowballs. And Lewis apologizes. Simon does a weird voice to say, do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you? Do you feel lucky?
Yes.
I'm asking, do you feel lucky?
Yes.
It's not a rhetorical question. And Lewis says yes, he feels very lucky to be with him.
It's even if it was sarcastic, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're such good friends.
They're such good friends.
Oh,
I can't wait for them to not be.
Yeah.
Kind of a thrill, honestly. Like, with all the creepers and combat and the bow, that's cool.
Yeah.
It is a shorty one, and, I'd say there's no interloper stuff, but there was the fucking weird clay house, which is kind of the most scariest thing that they've ever found.
Yeah.
That should have been
Hero
building
Brian
clay
hovel.
houses. Oh man, Jesus. I guess people just saw terrible stairs and decided not to check this one out. Yeah.
Alright.
It came together okay. He took Simon's advice. It's all
I
nice.
thought they were nice stairs.
Of course, there is a problem because at the top one, the alcove digs into the outer wall, so he's gonna have to either make a weird divot out of the wall or extend the entire wall out one to fix that. So that's pretty bad. One commenter reflects on how small worlds were back then. The pyramid is literally right there within sight.
Yeah.
But as a child, it felt so far away. God, I wish Wirt was here to hear this comment from 11 years ago. Asterisk waits 5 minutes for video to load. When it comes on, me, yes! Asterisk video starts buffering. Me, I will end you, YouTube.
That's so real.
In a
Wirt
sea of
time
all
traveled.
these comments from that are all man, I can't. One that's only a couple of years removed of when this came out is so charming to find.
Yeah. It's fucking in the early days of Homestar Runner where internet connections weren't the greatest, so you basically had to open the cartoon and then leave for a little bit and then come back and then your cartoon would be fully loaded. You have to let your cartoon bake. You have to let your
screen. Loading screen.
You have to let your Yogscast bake before you can watch it in its entirety.
Yeah. Now, after that, it's time for our intermission, our Yog historical segment. It's time for Birch's really cool video that no one's ever reviewed before.
No one's ever reviewed
Yeah!
before. I promise you, no human has ever reviewed this before I have.
no one
Alright.
whatsoever. Awesome.
Can't wait.
Yeah?
I can't wait.
Oh,
That's
you
all
can.
I'm
I thought you
saying.
said wait.
Oh,
Okay, I'll wait.
I must
Birch,
wait.
I reviewed How to Air Dark Twins.
No!
I'm sorry.
No!
Birch, we
Alright.
already know how to get power armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, the video I watched was Island Paradise Facebook game review Munruined.
Okay, no one has ever reviewed that.
No one's ever reviewed Island Paradise game either. This is two first.
Yeah.
It has 239,655 views, and it was posted on March 20th, 2010. The description is, upon questioning, Simon has revealed the true reason he hasn't been playing any modern games. He's been addicted to Island Paradise, a free flash game on Facebook.
Oh no, Simon.
He's being lost to the farming game dimension.
It also asks them in the description to be friends with Simon on Facebook, which then links his Facebook and the Yog Pod Facebook group and asks people to join their Steam group to play TF2. And
whoa, damn! I wish I was fucking living back then. What the hell?
His Facebook,
is Simon's Facebook page?
It's private. It's privated. But the Yog Pod Facebook link is now just the in general Facebook for the Yogscast, where they, when I went there, I did see that they were selling shirts and giving the profits to Stonewall, which is an LGBT charity, which I think is very nice.
Yogs, you say what you will about those wild British boys, they do some crazy charity work.
Yeah, the Jingle Jam is a lot of good stuff.
Jingle Jam is crazy.
And I didn't get a chance to look at the Steam group to see if that still exists, because I do a lot of my note taking at work, so I can't, and my work computers, I can't access Steam.
Damn.
Okay, so first things first, as the video loads up on the right side, there is like in really huge letters, it says www.yogscast.com in big orange glowing vertical glowing letters, and there's no intro. It just goes into, and like you hear Lewis saying like it's the recording started, and
yeah, cool.
And it's exactly what you would probably imagine like a flash farming game from 2010 on Facebook to look like. If you were on Facebook, maybe you played this. I don't know if it exists anymore. I didn't do further research on
this. This is a crazy bit of just synchronous timing. I literally started watching a YouTuber called Billiam's video about horrible, scammy Facebook games.
Oh, I love Billiam.
The same day. That's so crazy.
What a tiny world.
So Lewis looks like he has basically just started the game, but he's got a few things on this little flash island. He is showing off his raspberries, and then Simon says very quietly, "Raspberries."
Scary.
They're trying to get the milk. They said they need to get the rum, the raspberries, the corn, the papaya, the lime, the sheep, the wool. And then, as I realized, at the bottom of the screen, it shows Lewis and all his Facebook friends who play this game in, like, their ranks of how good they are at it. And he is number 6, and Simon is number 1 in their rankings. In order. There are some familiar Yogscast faces in there. In order, there's, in last place, there's a person named Michael. I don't know who that is. And then Lewis at number 6. Michael. And I think his profile picture is of him and his dad. It's very small, so you can't really tell. Then Duncan is in 5th. His picture is a not entirely loaded picture of like a cartoon frog. Then is Martin, who I'm assuming is Martin in the Littlewood. It could just be any Martin, but I'm assuming it's him. Someone named Jonathan. 2nd is Hannah. It's just a picture of her. And then in 1st place is Simon, who... did I not write it down? But, okay, so, like, Lewis was level 6, and he is, like, rank 6. And he had, like, a score of something like 100-something. Simon is at level 23 with, like, 90,000 points or something.
Jeez.
There's also a little...
God, I see the humor of this video so easily.
There's a little dog face with a 0% at this, and so this is just Simon teaching Lewis how to like make the big bucks and cooking food in this game rather than just selling it raw.
This is so incredibly dated in such a like insane way.
Lewis finds a rare lilikoi that you can only give to your friends, and Simon goes, "Ooh!" But it's something you can only post on your profile that your friends can take. And you can, like, look at desert islands, and you can also find a flamingo that is also only for your friends. He says he doesn't know where flamingos come from, and that they're a strange creature, They're like unicorns and Warwick Davis. They're not real.
Mentioned. Simon's like obsessed with that guy. He met that guy. He met him. He got to beat that guy. It's like, whatever. That's context.
So yeah, they're
he did it's one of Simon's many impressions. Is his Warwick Davis impression.
He's teaching him how to cook, and he says, "Cook your raspberries into jam." Lewis says he sold his raspberries, and Simon goes, "What?" And they keep saying Simon keeps saying that they really love this game and find it very relaxing. And I wonder if they would like other farming games, or like a game like Stardew Valley, if that would be stressful because there is like a time limit to it.
Farming in Minecraft, that'll be thrilling to watch.
Lewis takes the cornmeal. Lewis is making some cornmeal, and it takes 5 real-world minutes to make. And Lewis is like aghast and asks, "Well, what does he do until then?" And Simon says, "Go play a real game and then tab back in."
That's so awesome.
And it's
real game.
I mean, I do that too. Also, when I'm playing like a mobile game, I will also I'll be done playing
Dragon Ball Legends grind.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna go play a real game or watch a video until this is done.
Oh man.
And he admits that he has been playing Island Paradise instead of like any other like games that are out right now. And Lewis says, "This is the kind of game you play when you're bored at work," which was very funny to me because I was writing and watching this at work. He calls Simon a hardcore Island Paradise player, which Simon laughs at. He says that he plays for like hours, but he likes it because he can do like other stuff at the same time. And it's very interesting hearing about this like kind of early like mobile pay to win type mobile games like this that are like rampant on Facebook and app stores. But like looking at this, there's at least like a kind of a different feeling to like when I think of them right now, where it's like you have to watch it like an ad or like there's pop-ups every 5 seconds. This, it seems like very like bare bones, and there's no things like that, at least from this little what they show in this video.
The first result for Island Paradise Facebook game on Google Images is the thumbnail to the video that you are fucking right now.
I told you, I'm the first.
You really are.
This is so fucking... Yeah, obviously these videos are all fucking scams. That it's crazy that like the whole marketing is to just like spam all of your friends on social media with invites and flamingos, apparently,
and
to just get more people playing it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
the dark timeline where Simon was too busy playing this game to play Minecraft.
He recommends Lewis get some corns and beans, which you can like buy in the in-game store. Lewis says you can't usually buy seeds on an island, and Simon says he doesn't think it's supposed to be like a helpful guide of what to do when munrooned. Lewis says, "What would you do if you were munrooned on an island?" And Simon says he would probably just go mad. He says that already happened, so discount that. Mad. Oh, okay, I'd go more mad. I'd make friends with a tree. And this is where I will ask you, what would you do if you were munrooned on an island?
Oh, munrooned on an island. I was just thinking earlier about... I was watching Tomato play Skyrim with one of his crazy mod packs, and I was thinking about, like... I was thinking about the Scott the Woz video about gaming on a budget, but I was also thinking about desert island gaming. And like, man, you could probably play Skyrim with a bunch of mods loaded up on it forever. I would invent technology and do that on my island.
My Skyrim island.
Actually, I'd build a house with a bunch of trees in it, exactly like Israphel's.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I would, this is an interesting question to have for me, because my dad, like, was a hunter-fisherman. So I already kind of know how to get food, and, like, do that sort of, like, campy, like, survive in the wild thing. So I've got that taken care of, at least. I guess it would just be, like, a Castaway situation where I just, like, I've got a volleyball here. His name is Wilson.
Oh, my good Wilson.
My good Wilson. I'm gonna send him off to sea and then be sad.
Oh.
Oh.
I had to watch that movie for school.
Oh.
I had to watch it in my geography class.
Geography?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, geography?
Very interesting.
Yeah, freshman year geography.
My dear Milnak, what would you do if you were Munrooned on an island?
Oh, God. I mean, I didn't realize I'd be asked such big questions today. I'm sorry. I would have... If I was Munrooned in an island... Okay, can I try and change the hypothetical?
Sure.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Would there be any members of the Yogscast with me? And if there were, who?
I guess Simon is there. He's on his island paradise.
I'd fight Simon to death. I want to see who would win.
He's an old man.
Well, then... Simon, yeah, okay. Then Simon, Simon in his prime. Simon, listen, I will not attack an old man, but I will fight Simon.
It's probably rude to call him an old man. He's an older man.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's older.
He's like-
Yeah, that's probably more fitting.
Yeah.
He's aging
Bert,
gracefully.
I did just out of curiosity,
yeah.
since I found the video, I checked out the Steam group.
Yeah.
It is still up.
Oh.
And apparently they're like a developer or something now.
That's
like
true.
They're
Yogscast
advertising
has done.
games that
They
Yogscast
made, I think, the game Play Up, which is kind of like
Play Up.
Overcooked, if you know that game.
Oh.
Though I could be
Right, I
wrong.
remember seeing a clip of them playing it. They also recently released a game called Time to Morp First Contact.
Time
I
to
don't know
Morp.
what it's all. It's a colony sim game, apparently.
Interesting.
I'm gonna morp.
Also, you can see on the members list, like, the Steam pages of,
Yes.
like, several members of the Yogscast. Lewis is online on Steam right now.
What's he
Ooh.
playing?
19 years of service, Steam level 34.
Good job, Lewis.
The only member of the Yogscast who's in a game currently is Al Smithy, who's playing a game called Warno, which is some kind of tactical battle simulator.
Interesting.
It's the ultimate World War III battle simulator,
Oh,
apparently. Good for him, I suppose.
scary.
So, yeah.
Yeah, back to this funny video. They mentioned something about a desert island disc and bringing that, and then I realized that they're talking about a question where it's like what music you would take to a desert island, and like the official question as they say it is, what 8 pieces of music would you take to a desert island, and what 1 book? You can't take the Bible or Shakespeare's books because they are so important that it is presumed that it will already be there.
On the deserted island already. That's 2 books. That's 3 books. Free. What are their answers? I'm curious.
We're about to find
phased
out.
toward the...
Oh, no, we're about to find out. They talk a little about, like, how funny that is, and that... Lewis says something about the Gideons put Bibles everywhere, and it makes me wonder if, like, that's similar to, like, an evangelical, like, door-to-door person. Lewis puts down a really cute ostrich and llama onto the island, but I can't stress how little important that the island is compared to their conversation. Simon goes to check iTunes to see what his, like, favorite and most, like, played tracks are. Lewis says, they're probably sensible. I doubt it. His first song is Hysteria by Muse. And they apparently talked about this before, and it was still Simon's number 1. And Lewis, and it was less, but Simon has not played this song since September 9th, 2009. So he says, what the fuck? And then, so
he played it so much that it's just still his number 1.
So he skips that and just goes to songs of that year, 2010. Number 1 then becomes The Lamplighter Serenade by Bing Crosby.
Aww.
Lewis says brilliant, and Simon goes into, like, the laughing fits, and then he keeps laughing and trying to list out the music again, but he keeps laughing and interrupting himself. Next song is How Soon Is Now by the Smiths, and then Life is just a bowl of cherries, and it plays a tiny excerpt of that song.
What a
it's
song
crazy
to
they
have
just
right
put
after the
music in the
Smiths.
videos back then.
Simon realizes he listens to a lot of old man music, and Lewis says, "You're such an old man." And Simon says he just really likes those old-timey tunes. Simon has Lewis go visit his farm island, and it's huge and, like, super optimized. And Simon asks the viewers to give him free shit if they play it, and to add him on Facebook. And then Lewis says no one's gonna do that because it isn't World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Wow heads. What the fuck is this? This is fucking fake game. This isn't World of Warcraft.
Trials of the Minds of Moria.
Simon says, I lost 240 beans. he made a post on the Yogscast website asking them to give him his beans back. And so the devs gave him his beans back.
What? The devs?
Yeah.
The developers of the Facebook game?
Lewis, yes, they did.
I guess it must have been like a glitch and not just like folly. Because I like the idea of it just this niche micro celebrity bending the ear of this game.
Give me my 240 beans back.
Bro, post-Shav Israphel, he could have done that. He could have done away with it.
Lewis sarcastically says, people will love this video, and Simon said it'll be the best ever.
Wow.
He then says, people think that Facebook games are nonsense, and they're nothing, and you waste your day, but nothing could be further from the truth, and then they both, like, break down laughing. He likes it.
Oh god,
it's
Birch.
relaxing.
This was such a good choice. This was an
really
amazing
good choice.
video.
This is really good, yeah.
The craziest fucking
I had another one I was going to choose that was like some game I had never heard of, but then I saw this and I was like, that looks like a terrible like Flash game. I have to watch them play that one.
Oh man, I fucking Jesus Christ.
Simon gives it 14 Yog stars out of 15.
They have a rating system. I didn't realize.
Game
15 of them.
Game of the Year 2010. Runner-up is Mass Effect 2.
Are you better than Mass Effect 2? That's great to know.
Oh my god.
Alan Wake.
So good.
And that's when he's finally run out of things to say. And Lewis says that he since they recorded 10 minutes worth, they could make 2 videos out of this. And that's where it ends.
God.
Oh wow.
Oh, what a beautiful world.
That is an amazing video.
That's really good.
There's so much here. Oh my god.
That's so... Oh my god. With the fucking beans thing, if I didn't know, like... I don't know. If this were any other podcast, I would have thought that you, my friend Birch, were making that up.
A fucking Yogscast. It's so the premise of Simon like being addicted to this Facebook game, the fact that it's a Facebook game, it's a 2010. Oh my god, it's so
good.
I give this video fucking 15 shadow stars out of 50.
I don't fuck. We have a rating system now. No,
it's crazy.
Oh
god, that was a longer segment than I thought it would be, but. This is a chunky episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is just gonna make it chunkier, this next part.
Yeah, oh man.
Well, next episode is part 21, Ceiling Construction Interrupted. Conspicuously, view count has shot back up to 3.1 now. That it's not about Lewis's Stairs. It's a new recording session, apparently.
And...
We see Honeydews join the game.
And... we're in beta now!
Yay!
Oh yeah, we're in beta! We're in beta!
Beta!
The game is in beta now!
1.0.2,
Then I
baby!
write, Birch, when was this episode filmed in beta 1.0.2?
Fuck, where's the fucking thing?
Where's the roadmap?
we didn't pin it.
Just look up when did Minecraft go to beta and probably find something. Jesus, fucking December 20th, 2010?
Oh man, yeah, this video. When did this
game
video
was
come
so
out again?
like alive and like active as they're like playing. It's crazy that it's like developing. I guess that's like part of what you really don't think about how much Minecraft was like an early access game that was like in development famously, and like it was developed alongside this enormous surge of like pop culture and like people creating shit in it, like as it was not even finished yet. That's so fucking crazy.
Oh.
Simon realizes on poor health. He's on low health. He needs foods. He immediately demonstrates how far we've come with this new beta by showing that item names appear when you mouse over them now.
We got item names,
wow!
baby!
We got them! So things have official names. A big change implemented by Notch there. This was a landfall for them.
Yeah.
We don't have to figure it out ourselves anymore. And then he talks about pork chops, and he goes, yummy, yum, yum.
Yum.
Rolls my eyes back into the back of my skull. Meat still does not stack.
And then he smoothly goes, there's a sign on a door which is extremely creepy. Have you seen this? And we can see it's their back door. I thought it was their back door, actually, but we soon learned that I thought it was because there's a waterfall outside. Turns out that there's a waterfall outside their front door now. A sign beside the door says, you should close the door. Simon also asks why the door is higher up, and it is true. There's like an extra block of dirt between the step and the door now. And that's when I realized it's their front door and it's like flooded. There's been a water flow coming down from their cliff to the front of their door that but there's like a row of blocks that like prevent it from like washing, like making it hard to exit out the door.
Yeah.
They know that it's actually kind of like nice. It's like good. He also asked whether Simon did this on his own, as if he would have done that behind Lewis's back. Yeah. And Simon says, I did not, in the Tommy Wiseau voice.
The room mentioned.
He does comment that the waterfall is beautiful. He doesn't stop either. Lewis is trying to say that this is kind of friendly, because, like, obviously it means that it will wash monsters away and, like, make their front door safer. But he's saying, oh, hi, Lewis. Tommy Wiseau noises the room. Simon asks at this point whether he's helping them out now, given the helpful advice at the door that was not scary at all, and the waterfall. I wonder, a nice interloper? On the back door is two signs. One of them is blank for some reason. The other one with writing reads, no trap this time, promise. And Simon starts reading it and goes, yeah, right.
I promise.
Lewis, I promise. You can test me.
You can test.
You can test me.
You can test.
Lewis opens the door and Simon goes, wait. It might be worth putting some inventory in a chest or something. And My Wet Hands from the Minecraft soundtrack is playing in the background. Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite song.
Lewis has been crafting off-screen cheater, hacker, troller, griefer. He has a few sets of iron tools. He also points out how the durability reset bug doesn't work anymore, and they both agree that they never really used it because it didn't feel right. Famously anti-cheating.
Simon dumps out a bunch of his torches on the floor, but it's the era before item sprites grouped up together, so there's just a crowd of torches on the floor. Like, it looks like a mosh pit.
They're gonna go... Simon's going first to the back door and says, no traps this time, promise. And Lewis stands back. The interloper has cleared out all the water off their bridge. Remember how, like, the waterfall was just flowing on it, making their bridge, like, awkwardly impassable?
Oh, yeah.
They start playing some torches out there on their dark back porch. Outdoor lighting, he says, talking about patio heaters.
Minecraft patio
the
heater.
Interloper, we can see that the waterfall has been walled off for convenience. And he also filled the hole that his trap made, I'm pretty sure, because, like, the bridge was over the giant pit that was created by the TNT trap, and now it's all, like, ground. So, like, do you reckon he's finally on our side or something? No, that's Lewis, right? He says, or maybe this is an elaborate ruse to kill us. Well, that is part of the worry, that maybe he's trapped some stuff, but I think maybe he's just being nice. He's trying to, he doesn't want to get kicked off the server, so he's doing things for us. He's trying to smooth things over. They go off on the wrong foot. Maybe Israphel can be a friend.
Okay, I would like to listen. Reading comments, right? It's horrible. Such a nefarious thing for me to have done. However, there is a YouTube comment that I want to bring up in reference to this specific comment, which is allegedly this is the last episode where Simon does not know there was some scripting going on.
Yeah.
It's just
I really thought we were going to get to what happens, but no. But that's an exciting next week thing. We'll have to see what ruins his immersion.
I see, but for me, the thing is, it's just like it's really funny to just kind of pick because it. You know what? I see it, right? I see it. It's like, okay, well, there's this guy who logged onto our server. We could just IP ban him, but, you know, maybe he finally came fucking around to that, and he's finally being nice. And it's just, I think that reality is kind of a wonderful one. I wish I got more of a peek at it, because it'd just be so great that Israphel...
As a theory, Israphel is just a normal guy. He just doesn't want to be kicked out. He's having fun. He doesn't want them to hate. He watched the videos that they upload, and he felt bad.
I mean, literally, though. I feel like that would be so wonderful. Because
sadly, we don't get to see more of that world because Lewis interrupts him by throwing an egg at his head, because that's another new thing. Simon is so absolutely befuddled by this. What on earth possessed you to throw an egg at me? Sorry, that was the only thing in the beta patch notes worth mentioning.
Yeah, the only thing.
The sun's coming through their ceiling. So lovely.
Beautiful.
Lewis really likes the open sunroof, but was thinking of doing architectural design. I know I'm terrible. He's saying he wants to build a floor just above the first one out of smooth stone, and then he wants to dig through the front of his tower to install these huge windows to let light in like big cathedral windows. And Simon goes, oh.
In the era before stained glass.
Yeah. Just normal glass windows. Seems like Lewis and Simon might have played the game past what we saw, because like we can see that they've cleared out and flattened their roof. So like shit has happened off screen that it was just like over. It wasn't in an episode, but apparently they just didn't. I don't know. Maybe they didn't play long enough, or it was boring. Whatever.
Yeah.
I see a creeper poking its head out behind a rock, and Simon goes, "That's a very nice Yog tower you have there." And you know the whole bit. There's also a cow trapped precariously on a ledge, remember that?
Yeah.
Lewis asks what the best place for a level 1 roof is, and gets distracted by evil temptations. Daisy is so precariously positioned there, I'm gonna knock her off. Why? Simply why, Lewis?
Daisy,
why would
no!
you do that? I love that cow. I loved her.
I loved her.
He's
Daisy.
so sad. Lewis asks Simon to come back up when he's done and work on it with him. They're building at the top level first, which is an interesting way to do this. They're going top floor down. They've got stacks of smooth stone. They've got so much shit. Simon somehow didn't see Lewis's funny platform and walked up past it to build a layer on the layer above. So Lewis has to wave him over and like, you get the floor down and I'm gonna dig out the wall to install the windows.
Yeah.
He digs through 2 blocks to see the waterfall that Israphel installed flowing down the mountain. But then he says, I suppose that's quite nice in a way, though. And TBH, it is.
It kind of is,
Then
yeah.
Then he makes some kind of a music out of his mouth as he like mines and the water flows inward and like floods their platform and also flows all the way downstairs. He goes, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, oh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, oh, oh, Jesus. It's so syncopated, like so purposefully. You should do, if the fucking Game Grumps fan remixers were watching this, that would have been like a crazy sample.
Yeah, that's a gold mine right there.
Oh god, oh sorry, I'm sorry, I'll block this up. And then he's like, he's so flustered as he's like as he's like, because obviously as he's trying to block it up, it just makes the water flow more and further.
Yeah.
Simon laughs at him, blustering like an old man. Lewis has been an old man since 2010.
The typical British old man going, buh, 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 buh.
And then Lewis goes, oh, fuck, because he sees. And then Simon sees the glitchy arrows twitching in midair. A sure sign that he has returned. It's coming not from above them, no. It's coming from downstairs.
He's in the house!
In the house.
He's in the
yard
house!
shooting up at them. Simon scrambles to find the button to talk, and he types, "Hello, friend. ASL."
that actually, like, it jump scared me a little bit because I crosses myself. I was an Omegle child, so I knew what that meant.
Yeah. So fucking. He says this is the only way I know how to chat to people. Lewis laughs, but he also makes like a Muppet sound of frustration. He goes like that. Lewis doubts that Israphel is exactly friendly. He asks Simon if he has a sword on him. He does not. He has an axe, dwarf style. So their construction is interrupted once again. This guy is an enemy of crafting.
Yeah.
Simon also types THX, thanks for the arrows. Simon types in all caps just so everyone's aware. It's a very charming part of his character.
He's calling out to him.
He's yelling, yeah, that's true.
Yelling across the horizon.
He's on shout mode like it's dark RP.
Yeah.
Lou says just rush him, and he wants to run and strike and attack. Simon's looking forward to getting a good look at him, finally. Luz tells him he might want to bring some food as he dives off a ledge and goes, ooh, because he takes fall damage. Unobservant Simon thinks that Israphel is just really, really fast and doesn't see that he's escaped through a tunnel right next to their porch. He thinks that Israphel has just sprinted so fast out of sight and doesn't think the cobblestone obvious blocked up tunnel is something to investigate.
Activates hyperdrive.
Yeah,
Lewis spots it, though, because he has to keep him on script. He has to dig up so many fucking layers. Like, Israphel, it's like MLG players putting blocks down as they run away. It's like to instruct their path. He creates so many barricades, and his like pick breaks. Then Simon, he busts through with the diamond pickaxe. He's going even faster. They're gonna catch up with him.
He's way out by yonder Stonehenge.
Come here, he says. Simon asks what they'll actually do if they catch him, and Lou says, I don't know. I'll have to kill him, I think. Let's kill him.
Let's kill him.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's kill him. Let's kill him with hammers. So Israphel is spotted, skipping past Stonehenge, frolicking across the ice. He's approaching a stone road that wasn't there before.
Scary.
You can see all his deeds from this vantage point. Stonehenge, the White Temple, the Pyramid. It's all coming together. Oh, God's sake, he built even more stuff. Simon's gotten a better look at him than we, the audience, have, in my opinion. Maybe I just am not working hard enough to see him. But Simon now can see that he's pale and has a black suit or
Slenderman.
something. It's true.
Yeah.
Lewis did foreshadow it.
Yeah.
They approach a conspicuously obsidian portal-shaped arch, which is really good thematic storytelling, or like visual storytelling if that was intentional, and it's even covered in torches like the Hellgate was.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun, as like a little bit of symbolism. Fucking hell, Lewis mutters so quietly. And then Simon is now having doubts as they are literally like following a road that he has laid down for them. He's like, I don't know if we should be chasing him. And then Simon's trying to like go, hey, hold on, let's put the back. When Lewis stops him to point out something that he saw, he says, what is that? As if it's something like horrifying and mind-bending. It is a charming suspension bridge made out of wood.
It's a really nice bridge.
Very nice.
He's so... but he's like, what the fuck is that? It's just... He's so, like, stun-locked because he's never seen an actual build in Minecraft before. He's never seen something so advanced.
The most he's seen is like the pyramid, which is just like, it's just a pyramid.
Yeah, it's pretty simple geometrically, but this is like, it's, it's a bridge with like fake cables made out of wood. It's like, it's got arches. It's a very neat look. It's got fences on it too. It's very neat looking. This is a work of architecture, isn't it?
Simon is utterly gobsmacked by this.
He's also, even the veteran has never seen something of this caliber. What? How? Where? Why? You're right, friend. You're a bit bedazzled by this amazing structure. And the episode closes with Lewis asking if this was there before, and Simon going, No, this wasn't here before.
Of course it wasn't. You don't...
Damn,
Even in today's Minecraft, do you know how crazy of a generation it would be to get a bridge?
A bridge?
To get the Golden
man.
Gate Bridge?
It is like, it's that kind of just big suspension. It is very, like, I guess that's just crazy to see. I love how it's just so, it's like the stinger at the end of the episode that's like, oh, what's gonna happen? Where's the bridge lead? Where's the road lead? I love that. God,
It's so
just
good.
so, this is just so unthinkable to their minds. So, there's a lot you could do some theorizing about. Is like, did Israphel help them? Was that him?
Ooh.
I guess who else could it possibly be? Because no one else has ever been shown to, like, be doing things. But why does Israphel do that to their base?
Felt like it.
What is this guy's motivation?
Felt like
For the
it.
funny.
Chaotic neutral?
Guess.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
that he's trying to make a truce with them, but then he just comes to attack them again. Of course, maybe he just, like, maybe he's just attacking them to, like, bring them somewhere, I guess, and it was all just to get their attention. I can't really understand why Israphel would do that. One commenter points out that the difference in his behavior could be due to the fact that multiple different, like, Yogs had access to the account, which is just something a random fucking person is saying.
Yeah.
But they attest that Duncan is the one who plays Israphel, who attacks them like a little shit, and Shin, famous sex weirdo,
Yeah.
played Israphel. When he played it, he's like, oh, I'll just do a delightful little bit of architecture to the house for some fucking reason. So maybe the reason that Israphel's behavior doesn't make any fucking sense is because it was just like two different ones of their friends fucking with them in different ways.
I believe, yeah.
That's pretty iconic.
Yes.
It's just like Birch building some random shit in Minecraft.
It's true. I love just building
Versus me
random
building a
things.
Herobrine shrine to try to get us all killed. One commenter says, "I'm sure you guys will get back to fixing the roof shortly."
Yeah, I'm
Which
sure
is
we'll get back
true.
there soon.
Another commenter, weirdly enough, says, "So sad that they never finished the Yog Cave."
Yeah.
They should go back. That would be such a fucking. They should finish the story.
They have to
And then
finish
I write all
the
caps.
story.
Can you imagine if a new Shadow of Israphel episode came out and it was just Simon and Lewis building the rest of their
The
original
roof.
Minecraft house?
That would,
Would
be, great.
be so fucking funny.
Roof finish episode.
They finish the story.
Finish
And
the
then-
story.
My final takeaway is I can't wait for the next episode.
Hell yeah.
The episode
Yeah.
where the Truman Show falls apart. Oh god, I'm so excited. I expected something to happen that didn't happen, but like we will all see all us Yogs and new Yogs and old Dogs.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's
What do you
old
guys think of
Yogs
these
and
two
new
funny
Yogs and
episodes?
even a bear.
Even a bear. Speaking as perhaps not well, I would describe myself as an old Yog, but like this was not my forte. This was not the realm of Yog I delved in. Gina, it feels like you're alluding to a very significant event that is perhaps happening soon, and I just find that interesting because this everything right now, this is all new to me.
It's unexplored territory.
Ooh.
It's
Does
unexplored.
anyone know what's about to happen? Don't say it, but like Birch, I guess, would be the only person who knows. Even just vaguely. Yes, you know the secrets.
I know some
Yeah.
secrets.
God, it's gonna be. We're set for episode 12 of this podcast is going to be off the fucking chain. That's that's all I'll
boy.
say.
It was in some.
And
May I make first a tiny little? In some comment, it said that Simon apparently did not realize that this was not real and that it was just a.
Milnak also
Oh
said
wait,
that.
how did I? Something wrong with me. And the episode. And the episode.
Okay. Oh, we gotta get out of here. We're all
We
out of
gotta go
time.
home.
We'll see
Oh,
you
we gotta go.
tomorrow.